Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's June the 24th, 2021. This is Ron Doyle with you. I wanted to give you all a Erskine brush hog demonstration on the Vermeer CTX-160. Bought this machine for multiple purposes, mostly for business. Bought this thing in December of 2020, and it didn't arrive until March. I did some brush work taking out a barbed wire fence, and had some issues with the radiator filling up really fast. Within 2 hours, this was full, and she was going home in limp home mode from overheating on the hydraulics and the oil temperature. And talked to Vermeer about it. Hunter Allen from Annapolis Junction, Maryland, where I bought the machine from. He said he sold the brush hogs, and got numerous guys that have got them, the tree guys, and that he hasn't heard this complaint. I was using this Bobcat MT50 grapple industrial bucket, and I was taking out a fence line, which that fence line was between the telephone pole and the tax ditch, and I was transferring it back here to the back, and then burning the barbed wire in that burning ring right there. And talking to Robbie Reister at Ditch Witch of Seaford, Delaware, he said that he had an Erskine brush hog he would let me try out as demo. I was pretty impressed that he made that offer, no charge to me. Really nice guy. I was talking with him when I was considering the two machines. One was the Vermeer CTX-160, and one was the Ditch Witch SK1550. Ended up going with Vermeer, but went back to Robbie, and I told him, the limp home overheating issues from the grass that was being sucked up in the back of this machine, and I didn't want to go out and spend all this money not knowing if a brush hog and this machine combination is going to cause this machine to overheat. I mean, why do I want to spend between $4,000 and $5,000 for this brush hog, not knowing if it's going to work? This machine's pretty impressive. It is an Erskine, and I looked for a plate on it, and I didn't see a plate, but I got some literature on it. It is a model mini brush mower. It's a 10 to 16 gallons per minute is what it requires to operate. It weighs 470 pounds. She's pretty stout. Cutting diameter is 43 3/4. She will do woody brush up to 2 inches in diameter. The overall height of it is 19.5 inches to mounting plate. Overall length is 62, and overall width is a little over 48 inches wide. Got the machine hooked up, ready to go. She's on the high flow hydraulic side. High flow is on this side, low flow is on this side with the smaller lines. I want to start this thing up, and she's got an Omni gear. She's got an Omni gear gearbox, and she is a speed increaser. I believe that's a 50 horsepower, and she's got a Parker hydraulic motor on her. There's the plate. Now the thing is, he's going to let me demo this, but he said take it easy on it. So all I'm going to be doing today is cutting brush off the ditch bank. I might ride her into an overgrowth. It's been overgrowth for about 5 years now. Nothing real woody. I don't want to mess this up. He said that this is a pre-sold machine, or pre-sold attachment, and well, we need to keep it in good order for him so he can sell it. The Vermeer is fueled up. She's fueled up on both tanks. This one doesn't have a, I wished it did. This one doesn't have a gauge, fuel gauge. The machine, I've cleaned out the radiator. cleaned all that out. We'll go ahead and start her up for you, and we'll walk around this thing. Now the machine right now currently has 57 hours on it, and my hydraulic temperature is right around 80 degrees. I'm going to give you all an update and a timeline on if she starts overheating on me, and then I'm going to show you the radiator. Let's lift this up and show you what she looks like underneath. She's pretty stout. She is stout. That's some severe cutting power right there. I'm impressed. This thing's a lot of 3/8 plate, 3/8 wear bars on the bottom. She's made out of 1/4 inch plate. It says 470 pounds, but she looks heavier than that to me. The 3/8 plate on here, that looks like 3/4. It's pretty stout. Now she doesn't have any chains for kickback. She's got a beveled edge, and she's beveled on the front. Now this thing is open so that you can chop woody brush, and they sell an auxiliary or an accessory bolt-on push bar. Goes on from this hole to this hole, and it goes across here. And he's supposed to be getting me a price on that, extra set of blades, and the overall cost of this unit. I don't have the prices right now. If y'all are interested in the prices, I will give you all a picture and put it under the description when that comes available. I'll do an update for you, and that way you'll have a better idea of what this thing cost. But I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and start her up, let you hear it, and I'll be back to you after I get some brush mode. Let's see what she's got. Pretty loud. I will give it that. Hello, this is Ron Doyle, back with part 2, giving an update on the combination Erskine brush mower and the Vermeer CTX-160. I had 57 hours on this machine when I started mowing brush, and with this brush hog right here, she won't quite go to the center portion of the ditch, so I was able to mow the shoulder of the ditch bank and along the edge of that woods and down a little bit, but I did all of that in a 2-hour span. So right now I've got 59 hours on this machine, and the main reason for doing this update with the brush mower on it was to see if this machine was going to overheat. Right now I had to come back in limp home mode. I got down that lane, I finished around that corner and started down that lane, and she started going in limp home mode, so I turned around and came back. I've got to clean the radiator out and go back out and do a little bit more. Let's see if you can see it. I got a couple groundhogs coming out of the ditch right there. But anyway, that's beside the point. You can see the machine that I've used it got some grass packed up underneath of it. I'm gonna show you this radiator. She's I'd say she's probably 3/4 full of dust, a little bit of grass fiber, mostly dust and dirt. Let's see, she's going to be cooled down a little bit. Let's see if alright, right now she's at 152. She's cooling down a little bit, 208. She was at 161 when she went on hydraulic temperature, and she was 219 to 221 when she went into limpo mode. In a 2-hour, let's see if I can get you the hours. In a 2-hour span, I had 57 hours on it when I started, and now I got 59. Not too impressed with this radiator getting plugged up as fast as it is. I was hoping to go for 4 hours of use with this Erskine brush mower. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that, and you can definitely tell that I've been using it. Yeah, not good. There was a auxiliary screen covering the back of this where you seen it was overheating. You could grasp it and pull it out, shake it off, and slide it back. The repair tech, I was talking to him about making something that would go across here. They covered this up like a piece of aeration screen made out of sheet metal. It's perforated holes. They use it in grain and oilseed at your grain and oilseed divisions for processing plants that does grain, and I think that would probably help alleviate this problem. But he thinks that it would suck too much air from the bottom. See, I don't know if you can see some daylight down there. You see daylight down at the bottom. So she sucks air in from the holes on the sides, from the bottom, of course, from the back where you're standing, operator presence. She sucks air from the sides. She sucks air in from the top up here. All these cracks would have to be filled up for that screen that I want to install to be functional and work. I mean, she's even got holes on the side, you know, for allowing her to breathe on both sides. So I'm not sure if that's practical, vent holes there, on what I want to do. But yeah, I love the brush mower. The biggest thing that I noticed about it, when she's turning up and you are mowing, of course you're gonna have her in this position to you for it to mow. She only mows one direction, but actually mowing, if you raise her up to say cut a limb in a tree and you pull your lever up, the hydraulics on the hydraulic motor actually cuts off flow. She slows right down until you let off on it. She does a lot better when you're doing your tilt functions, you know, left and right to get your tip up and down. She doesn't lose that much hydraulic flow. Most of your hydraulic flow loss in this machine is raising it up and sending it down. That's where you're losing your flow. So the arms on this machine take precedence over the auxiliary flows. Robbie Reister from Ditch Witch, he was kind of explaining that to me. He said the 1550 has one more hydraulic pump than this unit does, and I kind of see what he was talking about now. Not a big deal. You just have to learn how to use it. Basically, let the RPMs build up and go into the pile, or go into brush that's on the ground, drop the deck, and then back drag, and then that mulches everything up. It's pretty effective. As soon as I get a price on this, I will give you an update down in the comments section below of what the push bar cost, extra set of blades, and the overall Erskine unit. And final review. I just got done cutting brush and a lot of fern over in the woods. I did it for, see, this is my second go around. So far I've cut over there about 2.5 hours. And the first time was an hour and a half, and she started overheating on me. 219, she starts slowing down. 222, she starts in the limp home mode. The second time, I brought it back to the house, washed it out, went back and started back out again, and wasn't too impressed. It just under an hour, she started overheating again, going into the limp home mode. So I brought the Erskine brush hog and the Vermeer back, and I didn't blow it out this time. I washed the tracks out. The tracks were packed with grass. I took the grill off the back. Basically it's cooling off, and all of this in here fell off already. It's down at the bottom, but basically it's making a mat of material across here. I don't think any of these hydraulic fittings crossing this radiator is helping anything. I think that's actually like a catch point for this grass and dust and debris, you know, kind of shelving up in here. Shelving up in here. You can see how it's bridging now. And as it cooled off, as I was washing the outsides off, the tracks and all, this fell, which tells me that this is actually bridging the material from falling down, along with, of course, air being sucked in this direction. She sucks it past your legs. And well, I got the brush hog from Robbie Reister of Ditch Witch, Seaford, Delaware. I love the brush hog, awesome. Did everything I wanted it to do, and then some. Had a problem with the hose. It looks like this free trial period is going to end up costing me the replacement of a hose. I ended up zip tying it. You can see the damage on the outside skirt. A little bit right there, but all in all, I like it. The momentum as it's running, you have to kind of, you know, let it run. When you get the control arms up, it stops the hydraulic flow to the hydraulic motor, and you start setting it down. As you're setting it down, it starts to speed up, and you can lay it into the debris and kind of bust it up. But yeah, kind of disappointed. If I were you, probably wouldn't be buying a Vermeer CTX-160 for brush mower. Just my 2 cents worth on it. I need to talk to Hunter Allen and the service department and see if somehow they could do something to remedy this. I got a feeling they may say it's the this brush hog here causing it to overheat, and I could get along for almost a half hour with no temperature change on the hydraulics. But as soon as I got into some heavy brush and I noticed the radiator, I kept monitoring this radiator plug-in. As soon as this radiator got plugged up in the back, that's when she started to go, you know, above the 200 threshold and get to that 219, 220, 222 limp home. So I don't know, kind of disappointed, but you know, hey, it's trial and error. And I'm gonna clean this thing back up and take this Erskine brush hog back to Robbie Reister of Seaford, Delaware, and see if he's had any experiences with the 1550 with this particular brush mower overheating. I'm kind of curious. If any of you all have got a 1550 and you're using a brush hog on it, do me a favor and do a review. I want to see how you all are making out with this Erskine brush hog on a SK1550 ditch witch. I'd love to see that. Well, look, you all have a wonderful day. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, make a comment at the bottom. I'd love to hear what you all got to say about this. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day.